Alright, this particular video is going to be me reclining here in my art and music studio at home. And I'm going to talk to y'all from the hip and LapP as the spirit and spirit of the moment. I don't know exactly what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay? You can see my keyboard in the background there, bass, guitar, 5-string bass, there, B flat clarinet up there. You can see it kind of dark. There's some harmonicas, and that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna touch on various diverse subjects here, and let y'all know that I'm in the process of preparing to move out of here and start doing some homesteading. Most important thing here is growing most of my own food in my home garden. I love plants. You can see I got house plants, flowering plants, garden plants, about everywhere. Let me look over in here, see what I can see through there. Oh, plants sitting over there in the window. My bathroom area. Transplanting some ivy, letting it root now and stuff. What have you. And of course, I like beautiful women. That's fine, young, and sexy. And of course, I like beautiful women, female, girls of age, of course. They remind me of fresh spring flowers. But I want to remind you, any knowledgeable gardener knows that it requires a male flower to fertilize, pollinate a female flower. You see, some people have a mistaken belief that flowers pertain to only females. But that's a lack of understanding and comprehension of what's actually taking place in nature, Mother Maatrix, upon this planet Earth. You see, the bees go into the male flower, semen, depends on how you want to pronounce it, and cross-pollinate, fertilize the female, and she bears the fruit. So when you see all these flowers in my house and in my life, they're not just female. I don't stereotype, you know. You can see some people's culture and they'll have flowers on their clothes, like in Hawaii and places over in Mexico, Oaxaca, and other places in Asia and Africa. And you see the males wearing flowers on their clothing all the time. But when you come into the USA, the United States of America, you got a lot of arrogant egoists, macho. But when you come over here to the United States of America, you got a lot of arrogant American macho men. You know what I'm talking about? And they're really illiterate when it comes around to nature. But I can't afford to be ignorant and ignore the facts. So, ever since I was a young boy, when my mother hipped me to and showed me how to plant garden seeds like radishes and beets and turnips and greens, tomatoes and stuff like that. Okra, one of her favorite crops. and collard greens. And ever since then, I took off as a gardener. Just automatically go out and work in the yard. You know what I'm talking about? Planting things. Anything I could plant, any little plot of dirt or land, I made me a garden. Doing something creative and constructive all the time. And here I am today. And you can go to my blog and YouTube site, and you can see that I've posted pictures up there so you can actually visually see my activity. I don't have to sit up and make up stories and wishful thinking, you see. Because you got a lot of doubters. You got people who will jump all up in your face, stab you in the back, you know what I'm saying? And say, and call you all kind of lies and stuff. You got people who will jump up in your face, two-faced, backstabbing hypocrites and false brothers and sisters who don't do anything. They don't read, they don't study, they look at TV all the time. They get all the information off TV. You see? And when they see another brother like myself doing something constructively, this is where they go wrong. Actually, they bring a curse down upon themselves. Because I am an anointed artist, whether you like me or not. The original creative artist, CHD1. That's my black soul was. I did not say I was a black person, because a black person, a black man, don't exist. I said black soul one. My soul is that cosmic color. And others will keep on saying, oh, that black guy. I had a landlord the other day throwing stuff out the window. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to hit a black. I had to correct this man, been knowing me for 15 years. I told him, sir, I'm not black. You understand? I had to go upstairs and look him in his face and give him another warning, because I used to tangle with this guy with all that white and black crowd. You know what I'm saying? You're talking to the wrong person. In front of all of his other church-going, supposed to be a church-going pastor and all of that. You old enough to know the difference between an adjective and a human being. As black as a non-human being, I was telling him in front of some of his church members out helping us do some work, yard work and cleaning up, getting the brush together so the San Antonio City can come and pick it up. But I embarrass him. And that's what I do. You know, you're talking to the wrong person when you come in here with that crowd. First thing I'm going to tell you, first of all, I have never seen a black person nor a white person. Alright? And don't come at me with all this religious church-going stuff, because I am an ordained minister. Seminary, Bible school, what they call it, theology school. An avid Bible reader today. And most people don't even read it. They don't understand what it says. But they'll come at you with this religious crap, this belief system. And they don't know anything about that Bible. It is not our history book. And I tell people, when you see me quoting scriptures out of the quote-unquote the Holy Bible and New Testament, I tell them, accordingly as an allegory story, scriptural story, it is written. In other words, I haven't said anything. For you Bible thump, holier than thou, the Jesusness and all of that godliness. And I tell them, read, I'll show you something. That one you're calling Jesus is actually, in Hebrew, Yahshua, a brown-skinned brother with long locks, just like I am, of indigenous Indian or indigenous inhabitant. He was talking strictly about and to his brothers and sisters. He was talking to everybody. I say, read your book. He told you right there, I only came to the house of Israel. Well, you're an Israelite. Are you an Israelite? Well, he's not talking to you. He only came to the lost sheep, the lost brothers. And I also told them, I tell these religious people who try to troll my sites, I tell these religious people try to troll my YouTube channel and blogs and stuff like that. Read, it is written. I whip them with the scriptures that they don't know. They haven't knowledge. What did it say right there? What did this brown-skinned brother who looked just like me say in his time period? He said, think not that I come here to bring peace upon earth. I didn't. I came with a sword. Don't even assume. Don't think about it. I did not come here to bring peace. I came to bring division. Right? I didn't come here for you, oh, sweet Jesus, God Daddy Jesus, the Lord, and hey, this is a warrior you're talking about. You got the wrong idea. You got some concept with some Caucasian, light-skinned, pink-skinned, hell-faced person as Jesus who's supposed to be the Christ. And that's impossible because Christ is only a title that came out of my ancient ancestry. I'm an Aboriginal, Africardian. I'm an actual American with an ancient African ancestry. That is so distant. But I'm indigenous to the Americas. You call them South America, Central America, and North America. I am an Aboriginal American. Indigenous Indian, if you will. Okay? So don't tell me anything about your sweet Jesus. You don't know who you're talking to. And you don't know who you're talking about. Get out of my face, and it's written. It is written, hypocrites. Woe unto you, hypocrites. That's what Yeshua, just opposed Jesus, is telling you. And then you go into Genesis, not Genesis, you go into Revelation, and you'll find scriptures in there telling you, go, basically, Susan, get out of my face. You're a false brother. You're a religious crowd. I don't know you. You see? You worship what you know not what. Well, that sounds like a choir boy. Huh? Long-haired, European, Caucasian, Caucasoid. Man, they got life all screwed up. See what I'm talking about? And I'm a gardener. And I know the truth and the light of the whole wide world is that sovereign sunshine up there. Solar sun. In all capital letters as I write it out. That's the only God deity that I know about. It's not a belief system. I look right up there now. You see that sun up there in my windows while those plants are growing? That's the truth and the light of the whole wide world. Without that, these plants will not grow. And if the plants don't grow, then humans and other living creatures and animals will not be able to live and grow themselves. Because that's photosynthesis. You got to understand some basic scientific studies. Not religious dogma. Religiosity. Some basic understanding of sowing and planting seeds in a garden to produce your own food. To put the required nutrients in the soil so it becomes a part of the food chain and when you eat it. It becomes a part of the food chain when you eat it. You absorb the nutrients, the multivitamins and minerals that are in the soil, and you want it to be organically rich, fertile. This is what I do. This is what I do as a deed. I'm not just a hearer of the word of wisdom. I'm a doer of the word. Read it. It's written in that book, the New Testament, that they're supposed to be reading when they go to church with the Bible in the left hand, sitting up in the pews looking all dignified, feeling good, suits and ties on, fancy hats and clothes tailored made, polished shoes and all kinds of fine automobiles in the church's parking lot, walked out of there and had no spiritual growth. See what I'm talking about? None. You have to be able to discern truth from error. And this is not what they're able to do. Because they are too religious, too Jesus, Allah, Muhammad, Buddha, you see, Krishna, Jehovah, Yahweh, and don't know how to plant a bean seed. Put some water on it. You see, just basic elementary childhood skills. And if the parents don't know how to do that, well, they can't teach the kids what they don't know themselves. You see what I'm talking about? So this is my job. I'm here to correct a lot of that. As I said, that's my job. I'm here to correct a lot of those mistakes. See what I'm talking about? And it's not easy when you're dealing with supposed to be grown-up adults who think they know something and don't. Looks like an American Indian to me, an Aboriginal. You know, people listen to what this system and this DNA tell you. These are frauds. These people can't tell you your ancestry. They've already admitted they got busted. Yet people still paying all of their money, $100, $500, $600, talking about their ancestry. What a fraud. The grandmother, great-mother, and grandfather told you who you were. They told you was Cherokee, Indian, Comanche, in my case, part of a Hopi. My grandmother was a Hopi Indian. And her parents, who married a dark, pigmented African man. So that makes me an American and an African, just by that alone. Now, if I go into ancient times before the planet separated, what somebody called, quote-unquote, Pandera, or something like that. What he's saying when he say Pan, it was all one planet. They have some artwork up there depicting that. Before the plates separated and sea levels rose because of the ice caps melted. It used to be land you could just cross over. The planets that we see now wasn't that far apart. Anybody could just jump over a river, pole vault over it, swim across it, boatsmen. But the point that I'm making here in short is that humanity, humankind, humanoidians all came from the center cosmic core creation they call now today Africa. I got depictions up there showing you. And at some time, you're talking about hundreds and thousands of years, migrated out into other regions and zones of that continent, which is massive. You see? And into other environments of what they call now Africa. Some people say Tamara, whatever you want to term it. It was of earth. And so when the continents divided, you were on there. We were on there. So we are indigenous to this land. We didn't migrate here. We were not brought here to the Americas as slaves, even though some of us were a small number. The overwhelming majority of us with brown skin, they call them quote-unquote copper-colored people, we're already here. So I'm going to end this, but you have to stay in touch and in tune with me. I got some music coming up. Everything is on a vibration frequency that is moving exceedingly fast. You understand me? Thank y'all very kindly, and I'll see you later.